ILB family, what's up? It's Marcus Hodges here, and today I'm gonna give you 3 unguardable moves. After the season, you're working on your one-on-one game or your isolation game, I got the moves for you. You already know, man, let's get it. Right now, in your triple threat, I wanna give you an unguardable move. It's gonna be the shimmy to go. That's gonna be your first option. It really is a great move to get your defender to freeze or stun for 1 to 2 seconds. So right now, it's gonna be important also to have a body shift and a ball shift. You wanna make sure they're both shifting at the exact same time. So you know when you rip the basketball, it looks like this. The ball's at your hip and you'll rip and try to go. So right now, we're gonna add a shimmy. So as I rip, I'm here, the ball is slightly outside of my knee, my weight is on this right foot, and then now I'm shimmying halfway. So I'm loading my weight on this back foot and the ball's about the center of my frame. So I want us to work on a couple of those reps before we even put the ball down to make sure we understand the weight distribution and shift of the shimmy. So right now, both feet are gonna be slightly wider than your hips. If you're a right-hander, I want ball at your left hip. If you're a left-hander, I want ball at your right hip. As it starts here, shimmy outside, back inside, and then I want you to reset. I really want you to feel your weight shift. So as I'm here, 1 and 2, reset back. Real quick movement, but I'm always loaded to go. Ball goes outside my knee, back inside my frame, back outside. I'm in this low stance. I'm ready to shimmy. Right now, forcing my defender to almost freeze for a couple seconds. So now you've worked on the shimmy, making sure you understand how your weight shifts from right to left. Right now, we'll just get some layups. So as I shift the ball to my right, I'm here, back to my left, and then I want to be able to put that ball down, 1 to 2 dribbles to finish. A lot of the times, especially if your defender's a more athletic player, I want right foot, right hand, because you're going to extend that jump. You're going to kind of throw their timing off a little bit, and you're able to get that ball to the backboard as quick as possible. Great way to set this move up is a cross body jab. Put your ball away from that defender at your hip, cross body jab, tap once to see how the defense reacts, and then now get right into it. So I'll extend, shimmy, and go. So imagine I check the ball up, here, cross, shimmy. As a righty or as a lefty, you have to understand both sides. So even though I'm right-handed, my right foot's gonna be my pivot foot, my left foot's the foot I'm jabbing with, and then I still wanna shimmy there. That first move is that shimmy and go. Second can be the shimmy to cross. So everything's gonna build and look exactly like your base. So you can still start with that crossbody jab. I'll have my little tap here in the middle just to see how my defense responds. And then I'm going out, back in. Now really throw the ball out, looking like I'm gonna drive. I'm really ripping the ball. My weight's on this right foot. And this is when I cross the ball over, either for a shot or I can cross the ball over for a layup. When I'm working on my shimmy cross, either going right to left or left to right, once I get my layups and some jump shots, you really have to imagine the defense is there, especially if you're working on these moves at home or in the gym by yourself, to where if you do stun that defender, he's still playing catch up. He might try to sprint and beat you to a spot or to the rim, so you gotta work on different layups, and you also have to work on different counters, spins, maybe euros, or even step backs. Another move, unguardable move in a one-on-one setting if you haven't dribbled yet, is going to be out of the triple threat, a cross jab. But you have to jab with the foot that's non-pivot. So if my left foot's my pivot foot, once again, I want to just throw the ball down to the floor as hard as I can from right to left, but I want my weight to shift in the opposite direction. So this could be a great move if the defender doesn't think he can shoot as well, so he might be 2 arms distance away. So as I'm here, right now I want to focus on, once again, just throwing the ball from right to left and just shifting my foot, or shifting my weight, and my foot's going out. But we can't move this foot early before the ball hits the floor. It's going to be a travel. Hard to see from refs if you're quick enough, but we don't want to start bad habits. So we'll get a couple reps both ways so you guys can really work on this move. In the triple threat stance, all I want to do is throw it down and shift, just that first movement. Once again, I have enough space throw it down and shift. Make sure to work both sides. Whew, throw it and shift. Because right when I shift, my weight's on this foot, and that's gonna load me to go in that opposite direction. So right now I wanna put us in the stance of here, throw it down, shift, and now I just want one more step. So we're still breaking down this move to help you guys out to add that explosion and making sure you don't travel. So we'll go 2 steps out of this. Once again, I'm here, throw it down, and then take that second step. Be aggressive and shift that weight. Be aggressive with it, shift your weight, shift and step. Make sure you work both sides. Literally throwing that ball down, shift and go. Don't be a robot here where you just step and step. Your core and your frame have to slightly shift. Notice I'm on this red line right here. So when I shift, I want most of my weight for a quick second on this side. And then as I step, notice my weight will transfer on the opposite side of the line. So if you have a line in the gym, it can definitely hold you accountable from shifting your weight from side to side. When I'm getting this triple threat cross jab motion, you'll see me do all step backs. Because right now, mentally, I'm thinking I'm not able really to get to the rim. I'm playing a more athletic player. So I want to think, once again, I get him to shift or I get him to freeze. And then now I'm getting to a spot and then adding separation. So there's these next 5 to 6 reps. That's all you're going to see is breakdown and stunt, get to a spot, step back to space for your shot. Third unguardable move, it's really gonna be about the setup. I wanna add a bound dribble. If you don't know what a bound dribble is, it's simply here. Let's say once again, my right foot's my pivot foot. I wanna turn the ball out. So I wanna step, and as I step, I'm swinging this foot behind. So I wanna step, swing that foot behind, then get in the stance. What this is really gonna do in the one-on-one setting is getting that defender who's guarding you, getting him to slide hopefully left or right. Because we know if they don't slide, it's just simply bound to go, attack every single time. I wanna get that defender to start moving his feet, and that's how I wanted the setup to be. So the third unguardable move, really it's gonna be the setup, is gonna be your bound. Right foot, I wanna bound here. Once again, my right foot's forward, and I have my options. I could shoot the ball, I can have my drive. More importantly, what we're gonna focus on is a bound to now cross the ball over. Get that space, crossover. Once again, out of this bound, I'm just getting that space. So I'll step here. Now I just want to focus on, like, once again, just to counter. What's going to be unguardable is more this setup and understanding the setup. So I'll get into a partial cross, meaning I'm only gonna cross the ball over 50%. So I'll cross, as I cross, that back foot comes up. So I'll go here, as that back foot comes up, now I'm gonna go through and I'm pushing off that left foot and attacking for a pull-up or whatever read you have in that one-on-one setting. Those are 3 unguardable moves if you're in that one-on-one setting out of the triple threat. That first move is going to be that shimmy, really understanding how we shift our weight from right to left and left to right, making sure we don't throw it out too much and get those travels. Once I shimmy, I got to get that ball down quick. Second one is going to be that cross jab. Once again, throwing the ball down, shifting my weight and attacking, imagining the defense is there. And that third one is going to be the bound. Once again, it's really the setup. And I want to give you guys options. I can space for shot. I can space and drive for a pull-up. I can set my step back. But I gave you guys that space to cross and then space to partial cross through the legs. Elite moves for elite players. But once again, we got to work on it, perfect them if you want to be that ultimate one-on-one player. Coach Marcus Hodges with ILB. You already know, man. Let's get it. If you enjoyed today's video, let me know in the comments below. Give this video a like so YouTube knows you're getting after it. And if you haven't yet, click the subscribe button and the bell notification so you can check out our next videos. See you guys on the next one.